Hey guys, Alex with Hammond Watch. With the amount of online retailers there are now dealing with used watches, it can be tricky to kind of navigate through and find the companies that are worth your time and worth dealing with. Both of these watches were purchased through Crown and Caliber, all within the last 12 months, and I just wanted to do kind of a quick run through on my experience with both. There was a little good, a little bad, but all in all, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the experience. So the first experience I had with Crown and Caliber, found out that my wife was pregnant with our first child. I had been contemplating a birth year Rolex for a little while, and just so happens this one was in stock at Crown and Caliber. My birth year, just over $3,000, fresh off of service. I thought that it was a pretty solid deal. I could have gotten a little bit cheaper, having gone, through social media or the watch groups, but honestly, fresh off of service from a dealer that I know was going to stand behind it, I didn't see a great deal of risk. So the positives. The tritium on the dial, the plots and hands are starting to custard beautifully. The bezel was in fantastic shape. The crystal looked brand new. The bad is that, it, like a lot of older Datejust, has been polished and just hasn't necessarily had the best work. Now, I've seen much worse than this, but you can see some of the lines just a little bit off from where they would traditionally be. Additionally, you lose some of the corners here on the lugs. These are things that I anticipated. Obviously, you can't usually see stuff like this in light box photos. If I had asked, they'd have sent me more. I was just so excited to have found the actual birth year watch, and for a price that I could easily just snap it up. Overall satisfied. It's still running within factory specifications, but you can see too here, like the case back polishing just blown out on the sides, not very consistent all around. If or when I end up with another Datejust, because I do plan on giving this one to my daughter one day, and part of the reason I went with the 36, but that sizing has grown on me. When I do go back for another one, though, I'll be making sure I go a little bit more modern and getting away from these polishing issues. That said, for the money, nothing wrong with the watch at all. Completely satisfied. Now, the Breitling comes with a bit of a story, so we'll jump into that now. By story, I mean when this watch came in, we're very excited. I've been trying to find a watch. I got this to celebrate our daughter's first birthday. I gave it to my wife, something she could put on and really beat up on and not have to worry about it. These Colts come with 500 meters water resistance. It's a quartz piece, but that's her preference. I mean, she doesn't want to worry about keeping it on a winder or setting it constantly. I think in the women's market and area, it's certainly, I'm just excited that she likes Breitling to begin with. Watch came in great shape. We picked it up for, I want to say, like just under $1,000. It was on a Breitling strap, though. I found this one aftermarket on eBay for a couple $100. Luckily, the market on women's watches and straps isn't incredibly overpriced. It doesn't hold the value quite as much, so I was able to find this pretty easily. But got it in immediately. She's thrilled, loves the look of the watch. We go to set the time and the date doesn't work. It keeps getting stuck between numbers. Reach out to Crown and Caliber. They say, no problem, send it back. After a quick analysis, they say, hey, we can fix it and have it back to you in a couple of weeks. It's like, expressed my concern. Breitling is very stingy with parts. And I was like, look, I don't want you guys to fix it with a date wheel that's not the exact match. They said, no problem, sent it back to Breitling. Stayed in contact with me. Several weeks later, got back to me, said, hey, look, we're sorry, but we got the watch back from Breitling. Our watchmaker went through it, and the date wheel is still sticking. It's very unfortunate. At the same time, I love that they double-checked it. Sent it right back to Breitling, got another service, date wheel completely replaced. Of course, every time they open these up, it's seals, spring, your bezel spring, and a general, I think they do the pressure test as well. So getting it back, no worries at all, completely fixed, great communication. I can't say that I'm disappointed with the way the whole transaction turned out. I think my wife got a pretty beautiful watch, and one that says, you know, hey, I'm not afraid to spend a little coin or to rep a big boy brand on my wrist. And no, in some eyes, Breitling may not seem like the most prestigious in the world, but they make a damn nice watch. So kind of closing thoughts, I'd certainly buy from Crown & Caliber again. Both watches came at a good price. I'd probably get some more pictures sent over of the Rolex if I had it to do over again. I know, and you guys should know, there's a ton of over polishing done with the older date justs. That's why there's such a wide range of prices. So just kind of know what you're getting into at the lower price points. You will find some gems out there, but it just takes a little bit of time. That said, given how well they communicated and handled the Breitling situation, I have no doubts that had I asked, they would have absolutely sent over anything I needed. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. There's an icon on the bottom right hand side of the screen, and then just below that corner as well. I'll be putting out watch content videos once a week. You can hit the bell icon and you'll get some updates and notifications whenever I'm posting new videos. Thank you for stopping by. See you in the next one.